All right, review for quiz 9-2. We're looking at problems 5 through 8. We're factoring these out. These are trinomials where the squared terms all are just plain that squared, 1 squared. So when we see problems like this, what we're trying to do is find two numbers that multiply to equal -28 and add to equal 3. Again, to get you rolling, it's probably easiest if you start writing some numbers that multiply to equal -28. Once you get comfortable, you may be able to skip this part. But at first, if you're just looking for some help, hey, start writing down what multiplies to equal -28. Now, we're also looking for the pair of numbers that adds to equal 3. So as you see these numbers not adding up to 3, you cross them out until you get to the one that does, -4 and 7. -4 times 7 is -28. -4 plus 7 is 3. So those are the two numbers that go inside of here, -4 and 7. And we get y minus 4, y plus 7. Again, if you want to check this out, you can do the little square. I didn't make a very big one here, but that would be y squared, -4y, 7y, -28, and see that it all adds up to there. So you can do that if it helps you, or you can just kind of trust yourself. Over here, I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to equal 35 and add to equal -12. So again, start thinking about, there's not many numbers that multiply to equal 35. In fact, I think we have them all right there. Okay, we want the pair that adds up to -12. So not that one, not that one, not that one. We get that one, -5 and -7. So it'll be m minus 5 and m minus 7. And just to check and make sure, you go -5 times -7 is positive 35. -5 plus -7 is -12. Yeah, we're all good. Okay. For number 7, we're looking for two numbers that multiply to equal -14 and add to equal +1. So anytime you see a plus d or whatever, that's a +1 in there. So -14, I'm going to go 14 and -1, -14 and +1, 7 and -2, -7 and 2, and that's it, right? So then I try to get them to add to 1. These don't add to 1, these don't add to 1, these don't add to 1, these don't add to 1. I'm all out, right? So you don't panic. I mean, sometimes this happens, not often, but sometimes you'll get a problem like this and you've tried all your options and you just simply say, well, that cannot factor. Again, you should not see this often. So just because you had trouble at first doesn't mean it can't factor. Try it again. But if you're pretty sure you've gone through all the options there and none of them work, then that's what we end up with. All right. Now this one's going to factor for us. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to equal -12 and add to equal -11. So 12 and -1, -12 and 1, -4 and 3, 4 and -3, -6 and 2, 6 and -2. That's a good list right there. I want the pair that adds to equal -11. So I got it pretty early, -12 and 1. And that's, as you get good at this, you're not going to need the list. You're just going to be able to kind of see it in your head and visualize it. You just want to take that last step at the end and say, okay, -12 times 1, yes. -12 plus 1, yeah. As long as it checks out that way, then you know you're good. All right, and that's 5 through 8.